Hey guys!
Alright guys, as promised, we're here to do the second video on this Monday doubleheader, and this is Vagrant with the song Blood on a Crow's Beak. And this band didn't reach out to us, nobody, well, that's not true, somebody reached out to us. The label, Black Line Records, Oliver, my man, Oliver, reached out and said, can you guys on the channel give a check on this band, Vagrant? They're from Germany, they're an epic melodic death metal band.
Auto?
Das Auto, schnell!
That's
that's pretty much my extension.
That's where our
German.
Vocabulary of German
is. Actually, when we're going to Finland, we have a stop in Frankfurt Airport. I think I think it's gonna go extremely horrible. I'm gonna be like schnell, my luggage, schnell, which makes no sense whatsoever. And then finally, when I get my luggage, das Auto. That's my way of saying thank you.
Rammstein, das Auto.
Das Auto. How do you say thank you in German now? Like, do you know? I don't know. Anyways, we have to learn. We have to learn at least thank you. Thank you.
We had a video where we learned Finnish.
Now we need to learn some German. Yeah. Anyways, so Black Line Records asked us to check this video because this band put out a record last month, June 21st. The album came out. So they asked us to check out the video before the album came out, but due to the long list of requests, we're checking it out now. To which I say to the good people at Black Line Records and Oliver, listen, it's not about the journey, it's about the destination, right? Like when you travel, you don't travel because you enjoy traveling. You enjoy whatever you're going, where you're traveling to, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so we're here now. Let's do this. Vagrant, Blood on a Crow's Beak. Let's do this.
In the
All right, you can go first since you're always wearing your Blackline Records T-shirt. I think it's only fair that you go first. So, what do you think about Vagrant, Blood on a Crow's Beak? Almost sounds like a name of a song coming out of Karak Kangren. But anyways,
or Rotten Christ.
Yeah, either one or the other. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Das Auto. Schnell, schnell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, fuck, man. It took me all the way until the end of the video to remember.
Jawohl.
Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, anyways. My vocabulary just tripled.
This is such a beautiful ending. Such a beautiful ending. And I like the part where it became more folky in the middle.
The middle? There was a middle folk bridge there in the middle.
Yeah, I like that. It brought something new to the song.
Okay.
And it made the song a lot more folky, and then it continued with...
Maybe not folky, but more epic. Almost like Cambrium-like.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
All right.
And masterpiece.
Okay.
These guys know how to sign good bands.
They do, but there's some things I agree with you, and there's some things I don't agree with you. I mean, that's my personal opinion. But anyways, I'm gonna explain what I don't agree with you. I like that bridge in the middle. Similar, I wouldn't go as far as to call it folky. It had the acoustic guitar, had that stripped down effect. To me, it has some resemblances of that, but almost this band is almost in line with Cambrium, with the same style. I like that bridge there. I think that bridge should have been more towards the middle of the song. To me, that had happened too early in the song. To me, though, if I'm putting this song together, I move that a little bit more towards the middle in order to create a song of two halves. You have the first half of the song, you have that bridge there in the middle, and then you have the second half of the song. To me, that happened too early in the track. I would have moved it more towards the middle of the track. I think it would have given the song a different dynamic. You would have had this stretch dynamic at the beginning, then you have that bridge in the middle, and then you have the other part at the end. It gives a sense of a break in the song. To me, it was almost like it happened too early. The same way I feel like when you're doing a guitar solo on a track, if you're putting a guitar solo, some bands do this. Almost as the song starts, you get a guitar solo right away. When they do that, 99.9% of the time, they add a second solo later on in the song.
Yeah.
You have to. Otherwise, man, you just blew your load at the beginning of the song, and now you have nothing for the rest of the song. No, so they put the solo at the beginning, then they give you another solo towards the end of the song. The same way they do it that way, when you put a bridge like that, to me, that bridge needs to come a little bit more towards the middle. Not necessarily in the middle, and I'll tell you why not necessarily in the middle, because they have that stripped down spoken word ending. because you have that at the end, you don't have to put that bridge right in the middle.
Yeah.
But I would have moved it a little bit more into the song. Now, going down to your other point, which is you love that ending, that spoken ending. I liked it too, but I feel like something was missing. And I cannot put my finger on exactly what, but I feel like...
You didn't like how it was kind of like, it was his last breath saying home?
That was nice. I agree with you. I like that was nice. But I think that home, to me, was... The way the vocals come across in that part, they're so stretched, they're so haunting, they're so... it's almost like you're pouring your heart out. You know what I mean? You're sharing your most secret and inner thoughts. If you're gonna go that way, to me, at the end, that home should have dragged out a little bit, like home, and then prolong the home. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not 100% sold exactly on how that ending was. To me, it is missing a little bit of something. Maybe have it the way it is, but have the guitar after he says home, have the acoustic guitar prolong for a little bit, and then kind of fade.
That'd be nice.
Fade away, almost like fading away into the sunset. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have exactly the vocals the way they are. You don't change anything about it. But just have, the same way that melody of the guitar bridge at the middle, that acoustic thing, put that at the end as well, behind the vocals. There's a little bit of it there. But don't finish it when home. Don't finish it there. Let it go on for a few more chords and then just kind of fade out into the sunset. I think that would have given it a little bit more impact, I think, my opinion. But you liked it.
I like I don't agree with you much on the whole acoustic part in the middle thing.
But you liked it where it was?
I liked it where it was, but in the middle, the ending part, it would have been nicer if it had the
just like fade out
a little bit of acoustic guitar fading away.
Fading away, exactly. Like prolong after the vocals are done. Just prolong it a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, and kind of fading it out. And even not only fading it out in terms of the volume, but even fading it out in terms of the notes. Like the notes becoming slower, more broken apart in between each other until they kind of like until it disappears. Yeah. I think that would have been absolutely incredible if they did it that way. It would add to the whole mood that whole speech had. You know what I mean? Almost like life trickling away. You know what I mean? It would have that same effect.
That's why it was the last breath.
Exactly.
Home.
Exactly.
That's why I didn't want him to go home.
Okay, so maybe home, but then have the acoustic as a trickle down that goes into oblivion. Okay, that's just our opinion. What do we know? We're just giving our opinion. All right, guys, this is it for today for this double header. But once again, you're right. I mean, Blackline Records, these guys keep on discovering and signing and putting out records. Incredible stuff. For a small label in Sweden, they do find amazing talent all over the place and put out amazing records. So kudos to them. All right, guys, this is it for today for this double header. But come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.